In this video, I am going to be recording a genuine discussion about the game genre, content, and code and conventions in the video game Star Wars Battlefront. My main aim is to measure the audience feedback and analyse the information gathered so I can produce a report explaining how the video game addresses the audience. Here is the response I got. The first question is, what game genre would you say Star Wars Battlefront is and why?
Right, the genres, I guess they're like action and sci-fi, and they're like action because, I don't know, they're a shooting game, for one.
Sci-fi because it's set in space.
The second question I am going to be asking is about the code and the conventions. Video games include a complex of code and conventions. In my previous tasks, I have already explained all the code and conventions which are included in the video game Star Wars Battlefront. In this question, I will be asking the Star Wars Battlefront audience for their response on what they think the code and conventions are for this game. What code and conventions are typically in a first-person shooter? This basically means what you expect from a first-person shooting game.
These ones like first-person shooter, I don't know.
See more, it makes you feel more in the game, I'd say.
Yeah, you know, I'm usually like a soldier and stuff as well, like, and usually a bit gory, and they're what kind of things that I'd expect.
I think there's new first-person games have actually like adapted a bit though. I think it like VR, virtual reality.
I don't know, Star Wars, it's not so gory, is it? But
no, not with Star Wars. Star Wars is more, it's like more child-friendly Star Wars.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
I think it's like gory enough though, if you know what I mean. Like, you still hear a little like sound effect of it.
Yeah, obviously you got to hear them die.
Bounce and go, a hero persona.
More user-friendly.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Answers like that, really.
What about code and conventions in a typical sci-fi genre?
In a sci-fi genre, I'd expect to see some like new high-tech spaceships, like stuff like that.
Like alien weapons and stuff like that.
And aliens, that's one.
And like strange planets.
Games like, I'm trying to think of Alien game. Alien. It's an alien game.
Yeah, like different species of like humanoid in as well.
Yeah.
That's what you'd expect.
Which of these code and conventions have you noticed in Star Wars Battlefront?
I don't know, quite a lot of them ones we mentioned really. There's
space,
different planets, there's futuristic flying sort of things, alien weapons.
I was gonna say futuristic guns. Lightsabers with the Jedi, so people with powers. So that's a bit like
It's got a small element of gore in it, like, I mean there isn't no blood or anything like that, but
heads blowing up.
It's like, it's child friendly, but I don't know, things in it still die and they still go ah, like things are still dying in it stuff, so
I'd say it's more a bit like
and it is easy to use.
Yeah. It is, yeah, it's very child friendly.
Good.
I want you to think about the selection of content and how it is constructed to help address the audience. For instance, the content in Star Wars Battlefront is constructed in a certain way so it can address its wide range of audience. For example, Battlefront has attracted the usual players who play action and first-person shooter, as well as an audience with different ages and a typical audience who watch the Star Wars movies. To address an audience this big, the game content must be constructed in an effective way. Can you explain the different contents in the game, including the content's appearance and how it is constructed?
I mean, on this, there's like, I don't know, there's loads of different things on it really. There's like the TIE fighters, there's the big laser cannons, big AA walkers,
Lightsabers.
loads of different types of blasters.
I'd say that the clothing as well, like no offense to the Jedi's, but they ain't really like swag like with the massive capes. You won't really see someone in 2016 unless they're like going to Comic-Con or something.
No, but they've got like different, like the clones, and then they've got the rebels, and then that like gives it
good
more
versus
of a
evil.
Yeah, which all gives it like a fantasy feel as well. And then
the sounds as well, like when you're in the spaceship and like, zoom, makes you actually feel like you're in it.
Yeah.
It makes you actually feel like you are fighting.
Exactly, like there's like little pod speeder things on there as well.
Yeah, I set up a tripod.
Just trying to think of all the things that are on it.
Yeah. Good game.
About the missions, how do you play the missions?
Yeah, like there's different missions and stuff in it as well, and there's
Yeah, you
like,
can do it on split screen
yeah.
as well though. So like, say if I had an Xbox, sadly I'm on PS4.
oh no, but when you come over,
that
you can
console.
play with me, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is like.
Yeah, so say if Anthony's got 2 pads, he's on Xbox.
You can come over and play and stuff like that, but then there's like there's loads of different types of missions. Like there's the survival missions where you and your mate are trying to hold out and stuff like that, and then there's like the co-op missions where
there's missions where you can fight against each other as well.
yeah, exactly.
They're the best ones though.
On the ones where you've got to survive and stuff like that, there's like you are allowed to die on them, like you're not just completely kicked off, like say on zombies or something like that. Like there's now like 5
And
lives
you don't
or
run out of
something.
ammo either.
But online or anything like that, there's no penalty for dying or anything like that. Like maybe no, there isn't. I'm sure there's no respawn time or anything like that. There's no waiting or anything. So it's just straight back into the battle sort of thing. So it's good fun.
That's what makes it realistic as well. Makes it feel like the actual thing.
Yeah.
And there's no ammo as either. Does the reboot thing, doesn't it? No, never does that. It's crap. It's an alright feature of it.
How do you think the selection and construction of the game's contents can change the way the game is addressing the audience?
Alright, well, I don't know, it's really casual gaming, like it's easy to play and there isn't no penalty for death or anything, so it's more like aimed towards younger players, plus with like gore in it or anything, so it's definitely aimed towards younger players, definitely.
I'd say that caused a bit of problems though for the creators of the game, like aiming for younger people. Like yeah, they want to make a new generation of people to play Star Wars and watch the films and everything like that, but they've also got to hit the older generation. I don't think the older generation was satisfied with what they delivered to them.
How else does the game address the audience?
I don't know.
How does it address hardcore players?
Hardcore players.
It's not really the hardcore players. It's more to hardcore fans of Star Wars. I think that's what that game was going out for. If you know what I mean? It's like because there isn't really much to unlock or anything apart from game emotes and stuff like that. But
there's no storyline on the game either.
But when you're playing, like me from watching them films as a kid, and absolutely being like brought up from them like by my dad, like Star Wars is the one sort of thing, and then you go on that game and I don't know, you don't get no feel like this game is amazing or anything like that, or you don't get no feel like
you're gonna run
this
out
game is like
you don't feel like you're gonna run out and feel like you can throw a bus in the air and that.
You feel just like you are a part of Star Wars when you are playing it, and it just feels like you are a part of that thing that you wanted to be when you were a kid sort of thing. I think that's how it appeals to me.
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree with that.
I think with the music and everything, it really balances it dead well. Like the music is. That's it.
Language is a big part on how the audience is addressed. For instance, the audience can be addressed as if they are in first person or in a formal or informal tone. Can you try and explain what sort of tone and modes of address the game uses to address the player?
Again, it talks to you in like a very formal way, like a soldier, like.
Gives you orders.
Yeah, it does.
Right,
It gives you orders and directions of things. And the enemies are attacking this and enemies are attacking that, and this place has just been overrun and stuff. Just like little commands like that. That's all good.
Oh, so if a Jedi comes on the scene.
Yeah.
Jedi and stuff like that.
And it's in a formal voice, but it's really weird. It's like it's quite stern, but it's soft as well. Like it tells you a direct order. You can tell it's telling you an order, but it is like say going straight for the kids again. It's user friendly, if you know what I mean.
Control points. Scanners have picked up Slave 1 signature in your area. Be alert. Boba Fett's on the hunt.
Like sometimes you hear a female talking over the thingy radio, and I don't know, you think military, you think someone sergeant shouting down the fucking mic sort of thing.
Don't feel like your dad shouting. That's what I'd say.
Whereas it's not. It's quite calm and collected and decisive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It feels. Best way to explain it, I'd say, is like, you know, when your dad gives you a massive grilling and you're like, oh, and you're like a kid and you're crying, and then your brother comes over to you and he's like, yeah, like mate, like the guy's voice is your brother, like he's telling you what you need to do, but it's relaxing and like chilling.
Yeah.
They've got us outnumbered. The rebels' bombers support must cease. Deactivate their uplink.
And the other things on it, like that's just for the speaking, it's just like the
Characters.
character emotes and stuff like that, and it's just, once again, it's either funny emotes like trying to taunt enemies, or it's just like, say you've killed an enemy, it's just like, say, another taunt where it's just like, yay, sort of thing, and they do stuff like that.
Yeah. You also do other stuff.
Just little tiny, but they mainly are commands again.
Yeah.